Across time, they were chosen, each a killer, each a survivor. Now thrown into the predator's world, only one rule remains: kill or be hunted. The film begins with the Yautja Codex, the code of the predators. Go forth among the stars and seek only the strongest prey. They shall be your trophy. Become the killer of killers. Now we have 3 chapters. Let's begin with chapter 1, The Shield. Scandinavia, 841 AD. A Viking clan, led by Queen Ursa, sails across the sea to confront their enemies, the Krivich tribe. Ursa is joined by her son Anders, and is preparing him to kill when the time comes. They reach the destroyed Krivich camp and capture one survivor. Ursa demands to know where his leader Zoran is. When he refuses, she drives her axe into his side, forcing him to reveal that Zoran is hiding above Lake Ladoga. Ursa then orders Anders to kill the man. As the man warns Anders that his death will haunt him, Ursa silences him by slicing him in half. High above, a predator ship begins to descend. Before setting out to find Zoran, Ursa explains to Anders why they must hunt him. In a flashback, we see Zoran once forced Ursa's father Einar into a cruel choice: kill Zoran himself and doom Ursa, or make Ursa kill him to survive. Einar places Ursa's hand on Zoran's blade and drives it into his own chest, but not before making her swear to take revenge. The next day, the Vikings storm Zoran's camp. Ursa leads a ruthless assault, tearing through his men with savage precision. Inside Zoran's home, he mocks her until she utters her father's name. Before he can react, Anders swiftly beheads him, but their victory is short-lived. A towering predator emerges from the shadows. It rips through the Vikings with terrifying ease, crushing skulls, impaling heads. Anders is cornered. Ursa throws herself in the way, taking a sonic blast that launches her into the river. Beneath the water, a deadly game begins. The predator hunts, but Ursa counters, using her shield to deflect the blast. It propels her to safety while sending the beast into the depths, where it's impaled by an anchor. Ursa crawls back to Zoran's home. She finds Anders dying. His final words: "Did you kill it?" She holds him, broken, as he slips away. Later, Ursa awakens, chained, collared, and no longer alone. Another prisoner waits beside her. Like what you see. Subscribe now. It's free and simple. The hunt never ends. Now let's take a look on Chapter 2, The Sword. Japan, 1609. Brothers Kenji and Kiyoshi Kamakami grow up under their ruthless warlord father. When forced to duel, Kenji refuses, but Kiyoshi slashes his cheek, driving Kenji to flee. "20 years later, their father is dead. Kiyoshi rules alone. Kenji, now a deadly shinobi, returns home, but he's not the only one. A predator stalks nearby. Kenji silently infiltrates the castle, cutting down guards until he reaches Kiyoshi. The brothers clash again. Kenji mirrors the old scar, but Kiyoshi stumbles and vanishes into the river. As Kenji hesitates, the predator strikes. Guards are torn apart. Kenji wounds the creature and escapes. Kiyoshi resurfaces, furious. Their duel resumes until the predator returns. Forced to unite, the brothers battle the monster. Kiyoshi is wounded, but together they bait the predator into triggering its own bomb. Hidden in cloak, the alien stalks them until a falling leaf betrays it. The brothers charge and slice it into 3. By the riverside, Kiyoshi bleeds out. Kenji comforts him as he dies. Later, Kenji wakes up in a cell, collared beside Ursa, and a stranger wearing dog tags. Chapter 3 starts here, The Bullet. Florida, year 1941. John Torres dreams of flying, But his father hands him a draft notice instead. Soon, Torres is training to be a Wildcat fighter pilot under Captain Vandy. During a routine flight, something slams into one of their planes. Predator tech. While Vandy leads a squad to investigate, Torres stays behind until he realizes they're flying straight into a trap. He commandeers a plane and races into the skies. Above the clouds, chaos erupts. A Predator ship ambushes the squadron, tearing through pilots with plasma blasts and aerial blades. Torres's plane is hit. Mid-air, he hurls a flaming explosive back at the Predator's craft. Vandy sacrifices himself, buying Torres precious seconds only to be decapitated. Torres lures the Predator into enemy airspace. Barrages of anti-air fire strike both ships, sending the Predator's vessel crashing into the sea. But it rises again. In a final gamble, Torres lets the Predator harpoon his plane. The anchor yanks out the engine, which slingshots back, crushing the Predator ship in a fiery explosion. Torres survives and signals for rescue. Years later, now back in his family's garage, Torres looks to the sky once more, just as a Predator ship descends to claim him. Torres wakes up in a cell with Ursa and Kenji, three warriors from different eras, bound by the same fate. They can't speak the same language, but the collars on their necks say it all. Each of them has killed a Predator. Now on the Predator homeworld, they're forced into a brutal arena, ordered to fight to the death. The winner will face the warlord Predator, the Grendel King. Given weapons from their own time, Ursa's axe, Kenji's sword, Torres's flintlock, they face a grim choice. Kill each other or die by remote detonation. Torres resists. Kenji suggests unity. Ursa? She welcomes death if it means seeing her son again. But when the Predators unleash a massive beast, everything changes. The monster swallows Torres whole only for him to kill it from the inside and escape, triggering the release of their collars just before the warlord executes them. They flee to a Predator ship, battling their monstrous captor. Kenji loses an arm. A harpoon pins their only way out. Ursa makes the ultimate sacrifice, staying behind to sever the line. The ship blasts off, carrying Torres and Kenji to freedom, but it's not over. The Grendel King steps forward, eyes burning. Let's go hunting. As his ships launch into pursuit, Ursa is placed in stasis, alongside others like her. Among them, Naru, the warrior of legend who once brought down a Predator on Earth. The hunt has only just begun. Subscribe for more interesting tales, brutal battles, and Predator fury. This is just the beginning.